Well, Snapchat is really a great place. And as you just mentioned, it is a very natural and relevant fit to the GCC culture. And that's because Snapchat was really built differently. So when we built Snapchat, we had in mind an alternative way to connect and communicate. So Snapchat really gave a fun, quick, creative, and more importantly, a private way to connect with people you care about. And we know in this region how much privacy is appreciated and how much of a natural fit it is within our social fabric. So at the heart of it, Snapchat is really a connection and a communication app. When you open on Snapchat, you don't have an endless feed. You don't have just content that's there in front of you. You really are leaned in and you're actively engaging and communicating with your immediate circles, with your friends, with your family, with creators and with brands that you like. And as a collectivist society in Saudi, we know how important connections are. They're a part of our day-to-day decisions. We rely on them for our purchase decisions, for anything that we want to do, really. Connections are really at the heart of the Saudi society. And for that reason, Snapchat has kind of just come in as a very natural fit to what Saudis do in normal life, but it's just a digital extension of it. To add to that, Snapchat has a bunch of fun features. So we've got more than 85% of Saudi Snapchatters engage with our AR lenses every day because it gives them a tool for creativity. And we know that that's something that's very appreciated here. And because of all of the fun features within a nice and private space, that is available on Snapchat. This is why we see the average Snapchatter in Saudi opens their app around 50 times a day. Great question. I love that you started with why did we decide to do this paper? The reality is there is a lot of amazing literature available on the different ways in which retailers could innovate. There's amazing themes and ideas to be given. But what we found was that there were very few telling retailers exactly how to do it. So it was like, here's where you need to be. This is what you need to do. But very little saying, let's hold your hand and tell you how to do it. And that's why we got together with Kearney to build a white paper that acted a bit more like a strategic and a tactical playbook. So that retailers, regardless of where they are in terms of their digital maturity, can take this white paper and take a look at it to say, oh, here's something that works for me and I can innovate based on this. So this paper highlights quite a few challenges and we try to offer some solutions. Obviously, it would be very naive to say that there is one set of challenges and one set of solutions that will fit all of Saudi. There is no one model fits all. But what we have tried to do is find the common denominators. And we saw some of the challenges in terms of the barriers that a lot of the retail leaders have towards innovating and adopting more tech in their processes was essentially a low involvement or prioritization from the C-suite. We saw that there was a bit of a mindset of, if it's not broken, let's not fix it. Stuck a little bit in own traditional ways of working, and a resistance to a value chain digitization. We also saw that a lot of retailers had struggles understanding how the consumer journey is evolving online right now. So there were several challenges that we've highlighted, but I think the one important thing was the underlying common denominator between all of them was actually a mindset. And it's essentially a mindset that perceives digital innovation as a separate department of an organization as opposed to a way of thinking that spans across all. And for that reason, we tap into some of the solutions that we offer in this paper. And it's about how to innovate within marketing and advertising, how to not only go digital, but how to use digital in a way that complements businesses' objectives, leverages the platform's benefits, but also makes it possible to track performance and use data to make better decisions in the future. We also look at solutions on how to do branding in a digital world because it's giving us a lot of opportunities to position brands differently in an online world. But then we also look at the back-end side of operations, which is extremely important, such as the in-store operations and supply chain, because digital has to be front end, which is what your consumers see, but also the back end, which enables that to happen. So I think the most immediate way and the most clear way that retailers can cooperate with Snapchat is through our ad offerings. We really have a wide range of ad offerings that can complement retailers regardless of their business objective. And at the end of the day, ads need to complement and add a business objective as opposed to the opposite. So Snapchat has a wide myriad of ad offerings. Among them are the video stories, and we have great packages such as First Story that could kind of give retailers great reach to their audience. But Snapchat's main power is AR, and that gives retailers a great tool to creatively show their brand and their offering through AR lenses that can be gamified, can be interactive, and can really capture their users' attention on Snapchat. RSC, frankly, for me at least, is one of these catalysts in shaping the industry of retail in the region overall, and particularly in Saudi. I see RLC as a hub that brings together thought leaders, industry leaders, key retailers in an environment where they share ideas, they share insights, they collaborate on future thoughts. So it's a place where a lot of conversation is happening that not only captures the present of retail, but really looks towards the future of it. I find RLC to be a place where we can come in, get a sense check of what's happening in the region right now, but also get an idea of what's yet to come.